So this week I have been heavily focused on doing like random things around the property because I'm going to the US tomorrow, and I realized I had like a bazillion unfinished projects, which I still have a bunch of unfinished projects, but I'm trying to clean up and plant things, and basically I'm mulching a lot of my plants. I'm planting things so they have a couple weeks to start sprouting, so when I come back I haven't just like have to hit reset on everything. The property's not going to be left open. My guy's going to be here, his mom's going to be here, so people are going to be here to take care of it, but I'm a bit type A OCD when it comes to my plants because I have like every morning I'm like putting some of them out, some of them like morning sun, some like afternoon sun, and I'm kind of, where'd he go? So, you know, I move them around, and then we just got a chicken, long story, but someone came into I was at the farm store, someone came in to buy all the chickens, and I kept hearing this like peeping noise, and I was like, am I losing my mind, or is there still a chicken there, but I don't see one? So anyways, I don't know if it's a boy or girl, was stuck like near the feed thing, so I'm like, oh well, I'll just take her. So I bought her and brought her home. Yeah, so now she's like a week old. So I hope she survives. We'll see. She's so cute. I don't know. When I get back we're gonna get more, and I'm getting ducks too. So that's why I've been cleaning the space down below, because I want the ducks to have a place to swim, and I want to get them right away when I come back because I'm getting a pair and from a guy. I talked to my neighbors who knows a guy who has ducks for sale. So yeah, that's how you do things here. You have to ask someone who asked someone who asked someone. So my Spanish is good enough to ask or to get things and have a conversation about farm animals. And right now, so my guy wants to, this is like a little wood shed. I actually want to put something up there to sit on. Ooh, there's a wasp's nest also. So I want to move these two plantains down to where they like to live, so I'm gonna move them now. And other than that, I planted some yucca yesterday. I planted a bunch of random ginger and turmeric I found. I planted a bunch of seeds. I like have been mulching the crap out, so when I come back everything's not full of weeds. So yeah, so basically I'm just kind of making the garden where it can be like status quo for a couple weeks at least, till I can come back, and I don't want to come back to a bunch of weeds and everything completely destroyed. So I think we'll see if it's okay. So you could say it's been kind of a busy week. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so exhausted because just going up and down these hills is like every day, like 800 times is crazy. And then we built the fence, trying to just put everything into a status quo where it can just stay without being too crazy while I'm gone, because I'm not sure how long I'm going for, maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. With the type of visa I have, last year I didn't need a background FBI check, and on all the forums they're saying now you probably do, so I'm kind of glad I'm going because my visa expires in July, or like it's not expires, they just give it to you for a year and then you have to reapply and you get 1 to 2 years again, and then for the next 3 years I have to do that. So I'm also going to get an FBI background check, so it's kind of good that I am going home. And of course, I'm like the worst procrastinator. I haven't even packed yet. The thing I've done is when you leave Colombia, you have to do like a check MIG form. It's like you have to do it when you enter and exit. So that's the only thing I've done. And yeah, I'll pack. I just bring a carry-on, it's super easy. While I'm at it, I decided to move a papaya tree because, you know, why not? this might not be the best spot, but I have probably about 20 papaya trees that I need to move around. So I'm planting them down here in this, the area is like one of my favorite areas because I'm always down here. It's really, the water when it rains comes down the hill and everything gets really wet. So I want to plant trees along this whole side. I mean, obviously the guadua is going to help. The coffee, the lemon trees are helping to keep the wall. So you can see, I mean, obviously I have trees planted here that's going to help keep the wall, a retention wall. But I want to plant trees along here because I've tried planting, I planted like squash and tomatoes. Nothing worked. It's too wet, it's too steep, it's too much water, it's just a really wet area. So even with the trellis beds that I made a long time ago when I first moved in, and even this is a disaster. The only thing growing is beans. Beans grow great, so I'll keep this little disaster I made, but I'll probably take it down when I come back. I planted a papaya here. This squash, it's not going to give me anything. It's not great down here. The only thing I have growing that I'm going to move around are, I have a bunch of avocado trees, lulo trees. So yeah, this is a great spot for trees. And this is why that over there, in case you don't recognize the area, that's where the little river creek is. And that's where the ducks are going to be living. So they're going to have this whole area to kind of walk around. And plus right here, in this area, I'm going to make a pond because that's actually a nacimiento, a spring. And then my compost. This is where trees just grow out of because this is great. So basically, if it's growing here and I'm not doing any work, I'm going to continue planting those things down here. I'm just going to let nature, going to work with nature. Papayas are growing down here, so that's why I'm planting papayas down here, because papayas are growing out of my compost, avocados, lulo, beans. That's what I'm going to keep planting on this hill, and citrus and coffee and plantains. This is going to be that area, plus I do have some pineapples, which I'm probably going to move. I've been slowly moving them to a different area that I think is going to be much better, but we'll see. You can see all these tomatoes, they just kind of, you know, they're okay, but they fell, you know, they don't look great. I'll pick them, but just two little ones. Maybe they'll come, maybe not. Another lulo, but I planted tomatoes. I'm gonna do tomatoes in containers. They're doing much better.